Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
And now, another edition of Wrestling with Attitude from Charlotte, North Carolina, the best wrestling podcast out there today. With your host, the intellectual savior of the masses, the Summitt.
If we have any 6'5" women that are interested, Stephen singly. Our D-Generation 6. Bo Generation.
And the mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Stephen.
Don't be talking to the 18-day champion like that.
Bo, conversationalist person.
Bo, horrible.
The former 6-month champ, the melting pot, JP.
Just go back and do that, RVD. Go back to Philadelphia. I'm sure there's a bingo hall. You could sweep the floors, give the old ladies another marker.
Little Steve. And this man makes wrestling attitude live to his standards. Dirty Dutch.
I mean, I liked watching Justin Gabriel until he got whooped by Goldberg. You ruined my core.
Yeah. You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and Spreaker.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and tweet us at WWA Show. Wrestling with Attitude.
All right, welcome to Wrestling with Attitude this week on Stitcher, Spreaker, and iTunes. What are you shaking your head over, little
I'm
itch?
ready, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you're ready.
We're on like a hiatus.
6-day champion again.
18.
Of course, that voice that you hate to hear and mothers hide their daughters is Lil Stephen.
That's right, mothers, hide your daughters.
But they bring out their sons for you.
Oh, God! We were here, and now we're like all the way at the bottom.
I was fine.
We're at the bottom of the pool.
We started here, and now we're at the top.
Nope.
So watch your mouth.
The summit is not there.
Dude, I'm always at the top of the mountain, so whatever. Jeff Jarrett had nothing on me. The king of the mountain is not, unless you're the summit of the mountain.
Somewhere Jeff Jarrett's listening right now.
I hope so. Hey,
and
give us a call in.
My challenge is being accepted here.
1-800, who cares? There you go. That's the number you can reach us at.
That's a great number.
And, of course, beside him is, let's sell this like a, okay, anyway, off the subject, is Dirty Dutch.
Dirty Dutch
is here once again.
I am here, finally.
Day 2, right?
Day 2, yeah.
Day 2.
I've been waiting for a while. Throw some of this knowledge out.
Some of this knowledge. There we go.
Well, trust me, sitting beside the man to your left, it won't be a problem throwing out knowledge.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's okay. I won't go too hard.
Well, speaking of knowledge, we've got a great show for you today.
You got something planned for us?
Oh, my God, do I. I've got this thing called Mindgames planned for us today.
He's got a camel in here, too. So
I really got to stop letting you win.
Well, you're going to love this Mindgames. You're going to love it because it's not just one pay-per-view. It's a bunch of pay-per-views. Since Fastlane is,
This Sunday.
Yeah, Fastlane is this Sunday, and the first time we're going to see Fastlane. Hopefully we'll see a good pay-per-view. But in honor of that, I wanted to do some pay-per-views from the past Februaries.
like the best one ever, Backlash.
Backlash was after.
Oh, that
yeah,
was
Backlash
after.
was after.
It was right. What was it? Elimination Chamber? No way.
I wanted to do Backlash, but it was
right.
after.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Oh,
yeah, because Battleground took over for Elimination.
we got some No Way Out.
Yeah.
Or
No Way Out, Elimination Chamber.
A little bit of Elimination Chamber and a little bit of, some In Your House, some St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah.
Got a little bit for you.
We have that. We got Soundoff we'll do in segment 2. It's top 10 eccentric odd jobs, and we'll go over that. Then we have, of course, we'll do picks in segment 3. Actually, I think we'll probably do Raw first, and then segment 4 will be picks. We'll cover Raw and NXT, review that, and anything else you guys want to talk about in wrestling.
Yeah, cool.
The world is...
we got somebody that, let's talk about it now. We got somebody that actually left a certain company that now he's a free agent, and I hope WWE picks him up.
Oh my!
Christian Dutch knows who
Yes,
this is.
sir.
I should know this.
You should.
Yeah.
I should know it from the beginning.
That's the revised version of it too. Let's just put it this way: top rope finisher, almost. Set him on the top rope.
Oh, he's almost got like my finisher for.
Oh my gosh!
Shut up. No, I'm being serious. Except I do the brainbuster.
Everything's got to go back to the dang game.
Wait, everything goes back to the Summit.
I
dude. What's the
relate.
point?
I relate everything to WWE 2K or the WWE games. They're so good. I love them. Except for this
Gosh,
last
I
one.
should know who this is, and
There's issues.
who is it?
Samoa Joe.
You want to see Samoa Joe in the
Absolutely.
WWE?
I want to see him
I
one
want-
run.
Whoa. Let me say this. I want to see him run through the company. I really do. Now, I don't know if that'll happen, but he was fantastic in TNA, excuse me. He was so good to watch. I loved watching
Samoa
him.
Joe was the one guy they never picked up.
The
'cause-
rivalry between him. Well, no, they didn't pick up a couple other people.
No.
Bobby Roode and the other ones.
Hopefully you're going to
But
say
they
what I think
picked
you're
him
gonna
up
say.
when CM Punk, because him and Samoa Joe were at a show, and who was it? Mick Foley.
Mick Foley was there, yeah.
Was there and said he would get them contracts. He got CM Punk a contract, but he couldn't get Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe wanted to go somewhere else. The schedule of TNA is different, and they paid him a lot of money. But I was getting ready to say Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle had some of the best matches in all of wrestling when they were going for the TNA title.
I agree
then they
with that.
stopped. Then they stopped pushing him, and he became a second thought.
I agree
He
with
was
Samoa Joe.
underused in TNA.
I think Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle had some of the best matches too.
So what do you bring him in as?
But I mean, to me, what I was going to say is I loved him and AJ.
Oh,
I thought him and AJ
were
had
good.
some of the most classic matches I've ever seen.
Oh,
but you bring him,
yeah.
But you bring him in like Samoa Joe. You've got to bring him in against somebody like Rusev, somebody big that's done.
No.
You don't
John
want
Cena.
Dude,
Him and John Cena will have great matches.
So bring
sure,
him as
and
a heel.
I agree with that.
him
but you
and
want to make
Rollins,
sure that
Rollins and him will have great matches.
you want him to be established as a superstar right off the bat.
So bring him in as a heel, basically.
Sure,
You
absolutely.
want to bring
but
him
the
in
thing
as a
is,
heel, right?
if you bring him in as a heel, he's not necessarily going to be booed. People are going to cheer for him regardless.
That's just like Brock Lesnar. So bring
Absolutely.
him like Brock Lesnar.
Absolutely.
Well, here's the problem with this too, though, is they're talking about maybe bringing him in for a tryout to NXT. Look, Samoa Joe needs to be pushed to the top. I don't care what anybody says. So a guy like Samoa Joe, that's what I love about somebody just coming out and going be a surprise person.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. To me, and we'll get in NXT about Rhino this week.
Yeah.
A guy like that, you bring. What's the use of having NXT? I mean, we'll talk about this more. I just wanted to touch on it, but that's my thing with Samoa Joe. Yeah, thanks on its own. But Samoa Joe has such a presence, dude. Hey, seriously, this guy, you put him in WWE and you give him a run, I think he would do great things.
I mean, I agree with you.
And he's older. He's about the same age. I think let me see how old he is. But he's probably the same age as Kevin Steen was.
No, I thought he was like Cena's age, because he's almost 40.
Okay, so
He's gotta be.
okay, let's put it this way. What do you think his accomplishments will be in the WWE? If you had to predict what he would do, the way you think it would go,
Who? Samoa Joe?
Samoa Joe.
I mean, he would probably.
He's 35.
He'd probably have the title at least once. I'm sorry,
So
he
you
kind
think
of
he's
does.
a one-time?
No,
Well, I mean, he deserves at least to have the title once.
You could have. I'm telling you, you could have him have classic matches as a champion. Cena's got about 4 years left of being a primetime guy. That would be great matches 4 or 5 years.
I would like to see him and Samoa Joe. That'd be cool.
Him and Randy Orton probably great matches.
yeah.
Him and Rollins, him and Reigns. I think he
There's-
could help Reigns be a better big man.
And another thing too, Samoa Joe is very okay with putting somebody over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
never been, from what I've seen when I watched TNA, whenever he was doing his big runs and everything, it always seemed like if it was beneficial,
He'd put someone over.
Absolutely. And I don't think you'll have a problem like that whatsoever. If you have a guy that comes in and wants to beat Samoa Joe to go up, I think he'll be the guy to do it too.
All right.
I mean, why not?
Well, let's see what happens. I mean, hopefully WWE jumps on it. I mean, either way, I mean, even putting him in NXT, I know that sounds bad, but even just putting him in there would be good. I mean, you need to grasp on him.
Well, his first match would probably be against somebody like Sin Cara.
We need to talk about that, though. Okay? The reason you don't put him in NXT, and we'll get into it, I wanted to talk about it. You know, Ryan, there's a point that the NXT is a better product than Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
And we're getting to that point.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, and you know what?
You watch an NXT show and tell me it's not as good as a Raw.
Oh, no, it's better.
I just
It's
watched, and like I was telling y'all, I just watched a Rival, right? Is what it's called?
Yeah,
NXT
Rival.
I just watched it, and I just watched Hideo Itami. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Hideo Itami.
Hideo Itami.
Versus Tyler Breeze.
Hideo, whatever.
No,
Dude,
right.
that match was so good. And then the next match they had Bull
Dempsey.
Bull Dempsey, and oh my gosh, I can't.
Baron Corbin.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that guy's fantastic. I really like that guy. I was like, this guy's really good.
I'm glad
Why
y'all
do you not like Baron Corbin?
Let's talk about your next.
This seems like this is always a tag team issue right here. What's going on?
We'll talk about it.
Corbin's okay, but the cream of the crop is Sami Zayn.
I love
Kevin,
Sami Zayn.
Is Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens, Adrian Neville.
I'm going to
Aaron
fine
Neville.
you every time you say Kevin Steen. I'm fining you because
Whatever.
it's not Kevin Steen anymore.
Everybody knows what it is, all right? But these guys, and Finn Balor, I don't care what you say. There's nobody in this company that's going to touch Finn Balor.
And
when he
Hideo
gets moved
Itami's
up.
good, too.
He's awesome, too.
He's good.
Now, he's the guy that did the Venom.
The
face
Japanese
paint.
guy.
He did-
No, that's Finn Balor.
Finn Balor is the guy.
So there's two guys with Balor.
No, just one.
Just one. Finn
Okay.
Balor is the guy with the face paint. Hideo Itami is like the Japanese
I know
superstar.
Hideo Itami. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think Hideo Itami and Finn Balor, what their accomplishments are going to be? I mean,
they're going to be main stars in WWE. Well, I mean, of course, they're going to be on the main roster. You're going to see them as champions in the next 10 years.
so it does seem like that it's not all about size anymore, because the WWE had a big problem with that. When they were going through their 2000 to 2010 phase, your champion was always huge. It was always big. It was a big wrestler, and it's like, you don't always have to be 6'9" and be a world champion. Like Rey Mysterio, for instance.
But these guys are bigger. They're not small, but they're not big.
Seth Rollins.
Okay?
Look how
they're
small.
CM Punk size.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
But
no.
Finn Balor, if you look at Finn Balor, the guy's cut.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he's
He's
you
ripped.
know,
Oh, he's
ripped.
Oh, man.
Hideo Itami is ripped. These guys are ripped.
Like I
They're
said,
not in bad shape.
I don't think it's by height or
The,
weight.
the
I
worst
think
one
it's
is
skill.
Kevin Owens, and he's in better shape than he was.
Yeah, and he's doing the Papa Puff power bomb.
Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe, here's